My name's Michael Creagh. I'm a writer and director from Belfast. Ruby is a gentle comic little tale about a retired couple called Len and Ruby, who are celebrating their Ruby wedding anniversary. Ruby herself is very elegant, graceful, maybe a little bit buttoned up. Len, still after 40 years, feels like he's the luckiest guy in the world, and he tends to go a bit over the top in his attempt to please her. He's always coming up with the wacky gift or scheme to impress her. The Ruby anniversary is no different, and Len has planned something that he thinks is the most romantic gift ever. Suffice to say, Len's gift doesn't go down as well as he had hoped, and it leads them to a crisis point in their marriage and an eventual opening of their hearts to each other, where they find some new kind of understanding. We have some amazing people already attached to the project. Ruby is played by the wonderful Kate O'Toole. She's been on Irish screens for the past 3 decades in productions like The Tudors, Eden and Proof 2. And she had an enviable place at the dinner table of the Miss Morkan sisters in John Huston's masterpiece, The Dead. We feel really privileged and delighted to have her on board as in the title role. Kate will play opposite Dan Gordon, a powerhouse comic acting talent who many in Northern Ireland will recognise from his scene-stealing turn as Red Hand Luke in the Give My Headpiece saga to the BBC, or his prickly RUC detective in Terry George's Some Mother's Son. But I think it's his one-man shows that show what a singular talent he is. Back in the 90s, he toured Mary Jones's A Night in November all around the world to sold-out audiences and critical acclaim. This year, he's been touring his funny and heartbreaking ode to the late comedian Frank Carson, the Frank Carson Rebel Without a Cause. The talent behind the camera is no less impressive. I'm teaming up again with my director of photography from The Crouch, who also happens to be my brother, Jim Creagh. Luckily, he's also one of the best cameramen in the country, so that works out nicely.
Well, we're delighted to say that we've been given funding by Northern Ireland Screen, which is a great vote of confidence in our new film, Ruby. But it's not quite enough to make it to the standard that we want to make it to. We need about another 7,000 sterling, and with your help, we can make that happen.
This crowdfunding and you will help make Ruby the film very special indeed. Of course, we want to spend money on the filming,
things like props, costumes and equipment.
but more importantly, we want to spend money and time on post-production.
Your support will allow us to edit Ruby to the very highest standard, with a quality sound mix and perhaps even some originally composed music. We want to polish Ruby till it sparkles.
We're offering what we hope are some pretty nice rewards in each funding category. They range from signed set photos, scripts, storyboards, signed clapperboards, through to on-screen credits and invitations to special cast and crew screening. We're already well underway with pre-production, so budget and weather permitting, we hope to be shooting Ruby sometime in August of this year in the beautiful Irish scenery of County Down here in Northern Ireland. We hope you can help us lift Len and Ruby off the page and on to festival screens around the world. Thanks for listening. Still rolling.
You get yourself into a mess with your pen.
I know, I'm not doing it.